Oh, it hurts.
Lourdes, roll me 2d6.
Take your psychic damage.
I have only one d6.
Okay, roll me 1 and multiply it by 2.
Wait, no, hold on. The deal was I get to make 3 puns every session. I've only made 1 pun.
No, this is for how much psychic damage I take.
Oh, that you take? Alright, so, 2d6, that's...
I need to set up, like,
damage.
a little stream thing of just Jay's damage as we hurt him.
But my hit point maximum is 1,000,000. If by the end of the campaign I'm at 0...
If we get if we get it to affiliate, we'll always make Jay the stream boss, and the goal is to beat him.
Yes.
Oh, come on. Okay, fine. We'll do that. And every time I'm beaten, one of you roll me a D100, and something random will happen.
Okay.
Lit. The exact first thing I'm gonna spend like $100 on Twitch to beat you immediately.
Do it.
That would be beautiful.
Fuck fate.
Oh, fuck.
That's amazing.
Oh dear.
Like I'm seriously going to say as far as that, and that's what it's going to be.
Then we need to get this channel set up to get bits. Yes.
Set me a stream boss, and I will do that. If I get beaten, then I will have somebody roll a D100, and I will pick something to happen.
34 followers right now, but we're pretty close.
Yeah.
I think we only need to actually get one more stream in once we get to the followers.
I think so.
Woo.
Yeah, because we do like 6 out of the 7 required, usually at minimum.
Awesome.
Or it's
Also,
like 7 or 9 or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
I don't remember.
Ah. Alrighty.
Pumpkin, no, wrong campaign.
That's what you think. Anyways. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Shadows of Landar.
Hello, Uwu.
Send help.
Kill it.
Yeah.
Alright. Alright,
Anyway,
time to be my backup characters, guy.
I'm just
Anyways,
gonna attempt to.
Welcome back to Shadows of Landar. I know we haven't had a session of this in the last 2 weeks. Unfortunately, things came up with Thanksgiving weekend and everything here in the U.S. for anybody who's watching this internationally on YouTube. We missed the last 2 sessions, but we're back, and I will be honest, I may or may not have forgotten to watch the last, 30 minutes of the last VOD so that I could remember what happened.
We're on our way to Imperius.
Oh, that part I know. That part I very much know because I have details written down for what's about to happen. I legitimately have a spiral notebook here next to me.
Guys, get the tissues ready.
It's fine.
So, where we did leave off, however, the group decided to head towards Raven's hometown and the capital of Landar, Imperius. Their goal is to free Femni, former caretaker for Raven, while she was locked away. They don't know what to expect when they get there, and where we'll be picking up, slight rewind to something as far as last time, because I actually have a description in my head at the moment for where they'll be ending up after this teleport. So you guys step through the teleport circle, and you feel the air sucked out of you as you are ripped through time and space, and you're thrust out of the, I'm just going to go ahead and say wormhole. You're thrust out into a very dark, dusty, and humid feeling run-down building. You look around, you see cobwebs in the windows that, by the way, you can't exactly see all the way through, you can just see beams of light coming through because those windows are boarded up. So, what do you guys do?
Well, since I
Good
didn't...
news. It's abandoned.
I mean, unless something happens while we're walking around, he's gonna, like, attune to that ring, too.
Well, you guys are still in this building at the moment, so I don't know if you want to just go ahead and leave the building.
I don't
or
think
if
he
there's
wants to sit
anything-
there for an hour. That's why I said unless something happens within that
That is very
hour,
fair.
he can walk around doing it.
Very fair.
I'm gonna before we leave the building, I'm gonna peek out a window as much as I can. I know they're boarded up, but like any gaps in the window to see the outside of the world.
I will say, I'm not going to have you make a perception check because, unfortunately, when you go to look out of the window, you know how if glass sits for a long time and stuff builds up on it,
Yeah.
even if you wipe it down and to like wipe the dust off, it's almost like the dust has gone into the glass
Do I have a spell for this?
to where it's
Never mind.
about to say,
I
would only really
fireball
work
the
on the-
window. I don't do that.
let's not do that and say we did.
Wooden building. Fire. Good.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, unfortunately, you cannot see out the windows, no matter how you try.
Okay. I'm now a little bit more concerned, but it's fine. I'm gonna walk back towards the group.
All right.
I don't know if there's anyone outside. I can't see anything past the windows.
Then I suppose we need to go through the door.
I walk outside.
All right.
Yeah.
Fear.jpg.
Cautiously
Yeah.
walk out the door.
Yeah, what the hell? Gotta follow him.
I gave no fucks. I was just like...
Yeah.
All right. So all of you exit.
I very cautiously exit.
Okay. So as you go to exit the building, a couple things are noticed, mostly by you, Raven. But the first thing is noticed by all of you. You notice the cold air and the darkened sky, which is strange because you left in the morning. You left Whitestone in the morning. Now, Raven, since this is your hometown, what you notice is a bit more extreme. And you view it as extreme because you've only been gone about a year.
Yeah.
First thing, without having to roll any perception, you notice, you look at the buildings, and this once regal appearance town, revered for its architecture and designs, you see dilapidated buildings, missing bricks, boarded up windows, broken windows, boarded up doors. You continue to look around, and the usually crowded streets, they're empty, with maybe a handful of beggars is it. You were used to looking out of your window as far as where you're being held, and you could see the streets filled with well-dressed nobles and, well enough dressed regular citizens.
Sorry, I just said her powers went out.
Oh.
Oh shoot. One moment, guys.
That apt timing,
Fine, I know.
though. This fucking creepy thing. Power goes out.
Yeah.
I am so sorry.
She probably can't hear us.
Nah. Damn it.
Can they still hear us at the
Nope.
moment? Okay. Well, I was meaning stream.
Oh. I don't know. That's true.
We're in.
I don't think so.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
They can still hear us on stream right now, but I just did the BRB screen while cameras were being all weird.
Seems one of our players lost power. So
Yeah, Aspire lost some power, so we're waiting
Yeah.
on see.
inverter power to start working again. Hopefully it was just a little bit of a
Circuit breaker fix or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah. Also, Huffle, to answer your question earlier, I don't know if Jay answered this or not, but Imperius was a nice town. Like it is the
Oh, no.
capital.
honestly,
I don't know.
I answered her.
Oh, okay.
She
I wasn't
messaged
sure.
me on Twitter and I was like, be ready for a description.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, from what you're hearing right now, it was. It was a nice town.
Yeah.
Tom, this is a fucking nation's capital. What the hell? Random shit said in character voice for some reason. I don't know.
Don't worry, the best
Making it a
description
goal to
hasn't
see how
been
long I
happened
can
yet.
keep this. I know, huh? My foot is lost feeling.
Okay. You lost it.
Yep.
I've been well. Work has been kicking my arse though.
I've been
Mark's
alive, so like
You better be.
it's been a week.
13 hours. Oof.
Dumb.
I kind of have to. I don't have any other choice but to turn off your camera because it's just not adjusted for this situation. I can't fix this right now without lagging the entire stream.
Works for me. I can hide my beautiful face.
Jay,
Huh?
let's play your.
Yes.
Yeah, we got the go ahead. They will join in when they
Alright.
can.
Yeah.
Okay. Good one. All right. So, give me 1 second. Let me do the. Oh, it's fine. I was just switching something over here as far as you can see.
Aiden
Certain-
started yelling, so
I gotcha.
yeah, they're still not asleep.
Okay. Anyways, back to it. You're used to seeing, from your window where you were kept. You're used to seeing empty packed streets full of well-dressed nobles and well-enough dressed citizens, with market stalls, like abundant shops. This is very strange to see the streets this empty. Something else catches your eye as well. As you're looking around, you happen to glance up, and something else you don't remember. There's stone statues lining, at least in this section. You don't know about any other section of the city yet, but in this section alone, there looks to be about 20 stone statues lining some of these roofs.
Do I recognize what the statues are?
Roll me perception.
Perception. Alright, let's see. First actual roll of these dice, guys. Let's see how it goes. Perception isn't my best stat. But it's a 14, so 15.
15? Okay. that is enough to make out. It looks like a winged creature.
Question now.
Do we
Uh-huh.
all see this?
A connection
Yeah,
I'd
but
be
say
able
if you all look around, you all will see this.
Would I be able to make the connection that these could possibly be gargoyles?
It'd be an intelligence check.
That's not what I wanted to hear.
Yeah.
But to be fair, like I said, you could only make out the fact that they're a stone statue and they're a winged creature.
Okay, so
That's all you can
it's
really
not-
make out.
Okay, so it's not too bad of a roll. It's a 9, so 8.
You don't know what a gargoyle is.
All right.
I'm sorry. Like I said, all you can tell is it is a winged stone statue.
Okay. This wasn't like Imperius wasn't like this before. When I was last here about a year ago. It's completely different.
Odd.
A year ago.
Mm-hmm. Like when I was last here, it was like it was bright. Like there was all sorts of people walking around. There weren't run-down shops or abandoned buildings. There was plenty of people, plenty of stores. Like those definitely weren't there. I'm gonna point up to the gargoyles or stone statues.
Oh, that makes a hell of a lot more sense because I don't see how the hell this could be a capital of anything.
Hmm.
I don't understand how it could change so much in a year.
Hmm.
Can I tell how long the buildings look like they've been abandoned or run down or whatever? Give it a rough estimate type of thing.
Let's see. Go ahead and make me a straight intelligence check. I would say this would fall under that.
Okay. I need to fucking pull my dice tray off of that because it like stopped and then it rolled down the fucking dice tray. What the fuck was that? Man. So that is a Dota 20.
Dirty 20? From what you can tell, these buildings haven't been used for years.
Said you left a year ago?
At least a few.
Yeah, it was just about a year ago.
This is at least a few years of work.
What year did you leave?
Hey Jay, what year did I leave?
Okay. So...
To be fair, she was also disappeared in Whitestone for who knows how long.
Yeah.
Oh wait, we didn't take that into account.
Nope.
You didn't. Nobody did. It's fine.
Well, I think that's where this is going.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
between that and she's been on her own,
Mm-hmm.
with nobody really able to help her keep track of the time that is passing. Okay, so I'll be honest, I was not prepared for that question. Because I don't have any sort of year or anything made up for it.
Pick a year pick a random year for our current year, and then based on what we said, and then accounting the Whitestone time, that would be the year that I was last here. I'm not going to say the actual specifics, so.
You know what? I want to go ahead and say, I'm just going to go ahead and throw out a year as far as for what the current year is. I'm going to write it down here in my notebook. That way I don't forget.
Hooray.
Current year is going to be... So for anybody who knows anything for the roll, their years go by post-divergence. I'm just going ahead and use that part. It's 876 PD. Currently.
Okay. When was the last year I was here?
So I'm going to change up a bit of what I had told you.
Yikes! I don't
I'm
like
just gonna
Because
put
honestly,
that and pin
when
it in this.
Yeah, because honestly, when I told you that, I didn't take into account the Whitestone stuff.
It's even worse.
That's fine.
The last time you were here, 867.
All right. Yikes. Okay.
You were last here 9 years ago.
Okay. Oh fuck! I was in Whitestone for a long time. All right. Yeah. I think it was a year ago. Like, yeah, because last year was 867 and it's 868 now.
No.
No.
What do you mean? No.
876.
What?
9 years. That was 9 years ago there.
Weren't you living in Whitestone during the disappearances?
Yeah, but
To most people, it was just a small amount of time.
That's
Jay, would I know the amount of time I spent in Whitestone compared to like when it was like stuck in time and stuff? Like disappeared and everything?
Okay. So I will say you were in Whitestone about 2 months before you met these guys. But that's all you remember. You don't exactly remember it disappearing or being gone or anything like that.
Okay.
You were only in Whitestone 2 months before you met these guys.
I was only in Whitestone for like 2 months though. Like even when we weren't, I guess when we had disappeared and everything to all of you guys, I wasn't in that for a very long period of time. I don't think.
Nobody really remembered what happened. That place was pretty run down and ransacked quite a bit when we got there.
Yeah, and then ransacked again.
He just shrugs.
I mean, to be fair, only one building was ransacked again.
Finders keepers.
Not wrong.
Everything was fine.
Exactly, Huffle.
Raven looks visibly like confused and concerned right now. She does not know how to process this information.
Well, my concern is your friend that contacted you is still here.
Which means someone is.
Mm-hmm.
I need you all to roll me perception checks.
Goody, I'm good at those.
Trying to figure out which die I should use.
Oh, I'm
10.
actually...
I will. Well,
Shit.
Raven,
Yes.
I will say with disadvantage for you because you are kind of stuck in your head.
Why do you have to say that?
You're the one
I
who
went
said
from a 10
confused.
You said you were stuck in your head and you didn't know how to process it.
Alright, so
So
it
that's one
was
of
a
those
10.
things you wouldn't be thinking about other things.
Okay, so it was a 10, and now it's gone to a natural 1.
Ooh!
So, fuck you. But okay.
One of you would hear it.
That's
So
a
far.
10.
Dude, is Stalverk gonna be the only one that notices? We kind of have to look for Spire.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a whole.
Huffle got a dirty 20.
Okay. So far, possibly
It's not
those
just-
two.
Oh, God. Whole power outage.
Ooh.
Yikes.
Usually they have an estimate on that.
Yeah, usually. Especially if it's a neighborhood, then they usually go like, "We need to fix this quick."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it
As fast as they
depends. Yeah, it depends. When it happened to me there in Stockton, it was always like 2 or 3 hours later. So,
Well,
At
well,
minimum.
as quick as they can usually.
hmm.
Depends on where it is too. If it has, they usually rush it that there's certain buildings affected.
Mm-hmm.
If this is just residential area, they're not going to rush it.
No, but they usually at least try to start fixing it as soon as they notice it.
Keyword try.
Depends on what caused it too. To be fair.
Yeah, that's it, because if that's a transformer, the
Yeah.
blue, then... Yeah, that ain't happening for a little bit.
Hmm.
Very fair, Huffle. Let me just ask her this, because... Because I'm just going to go off of that.
Hmm.
I'll also give you her number too. To be fair,
It would. Shit.
I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
know.
because passive perception is 10 plus...
Whatever, yeah. So,
Yeah.
because technically you could make that roll if you wanted to.
Mm-hmm. Well, since I'll do that, I will use...
Oh, her laptop just died.
Hmm.
Wait, did I write? I don't remember where that notebook went. Wait, hold on. Is it this one? It was this one.
Wait, isn't it somewhere in the, your D&D stuff, I thought, right? Passive perceptions?
It might be, but I think I also wrote it down in this book here.
See.
Aspire said she thinks it's 11 because she has a +1 to wisdom.
Okay.
That's what it also says on her sheet in the tabletop as well.
Okay.
I just read to check it real quick.
I forgot the sheets were on there, to be honest.
Yeah, they're not necessarily up to date. That's the level.
They're
4.
not. Yeah, that's fair.
But she's not she's not proficient in either, so it's
Well, that's only going to be a natural 3 on the die.
At least it gives the idea for us.
Yeah. Null and Stalverk.
Mm-hmm.
With that 10 and up, sorry, Lourdes.
And Huffle.
Yeah, and, oh yeah, Null, Stalverk, and Huffle here, you hear a little bit in the distance, you hear a cacophony of voices. You can't really make out what they're saying. It just sounds like a crowd talking.
That's interesting.
Mhm.
Actually, no, outside. We are outside. Did we go check it out?
Check out what?
There's voices over that way.
Yeah, can't tell. There's multiple, one of them at least.
Might be a good sense of seeing what's going on around here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Be cautious, nonetheless.
Stealth that direction.
Wait,
Mhm.
since it's dark out, I don't need to have my umbrella open currently, right?
You do not, because it is while it's not actually dark, it is overcast, so no, you do not.
Okay. So then I'm gonna close my umbrella and use it as my staff as I walk.
Okay.
Quietly.
I'm just gonna keep a respectable distance, like back. Stealth this shit.
I'm gonna try to be sneaky.
Real quick before you guys start rolling stealth for it, you guys notice Huffle kind of does an incantation, and she now looks like a girl with brown hair and a braid, slightly pointed ears. Looks like she has a little bit of elf in her, but not even half. Maybe just a quarter. She has pale skin. Looks similar to Cassandra, who you guys talk to, and looks like she could possibly be related to her in plain clothes. She casts disguise self.
Interesting.
Nice. Stealth checks.
Go ahead and roll me stealth.
That's better than my number.
Natural
Cthulhu,
20.
there's a reason I never use you for David.
Guys, I've gone from a nat 1 to a natural 20.
Yay.
So that's gonna be a 22.
Well,
Raven doesn't exist anymore.
there's a reason I'm in the back.
Alright, give me 1 second because I'm also going to roll.
Wait, I got that confused.
Okay, what was yours, by the way, Raven, again?
Natural 20, so
Okay.
Let's see. You rolled decent.
How about I actually roll the die instead of it just dropping and landing on one? Well, okay. For Letari, that was a natural 17. And going by that sheet is a +4, so 21. So you guys,
So it wouldn't be up to
16.
Hmm.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome back.
there.
And Huffle got a 16. So that
Actually, I have an idea. While you guys are doing that.
okay. Aspire to let you know I use character sheet on the table.
Yeah, it's not updated, but it's the
It's
closest
not
thing we've got.
updated. I went ahead and rolled your stealth check for you.
Okay.
You got a 21. Because on the sheet it says +4. I don't know if you changed your dex modifier. Oh wait, you have proficiency in that. Hold up. What is the
Proficiency would be +3 at this point.
+3 at this point? Okay, so that'd be
Yeah.
+5.
I have an idea.
And this is from level 4, so unless you increase your dex at level 6.
My dex? I can't remember. I know that was one of my higher stats.
Yeah, it was odd in here, so I don't know if you increased it at level 6 or if you took a feat.
I can't remember. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Oh, you're
Yeah.
okay. No, it's fine. So you
It's not
guys,
the easiest to read, but it gives you something to kind of look at a little bit.
Yeah. Thanks.
so you guys collectively, as far as group wise, decent enough. So you guys begin heading in the direction of what you hear. It doesn't take you long to find where the voices are coming from, and you come to a square, like a town square. You see, I'd say maybe a group of 50 people surrounding a stage. On the stage, you see two cloaked figures and a figure on their knees with a burlap sack over their head.
What the fuck?
What kind of
Seems
execution
locked
is
up to an
this?
exit.
Did the same idea, fuck.
Yup. You know, we really need to have a talk about getting out of each other's heads at some point.
This is not good. Not good. I don't like the feel of this. Something's off about it, even before execution.
You hear a voice ring out from the stage. Should anyone have any reason this traitor not be hanged for her crimes? Speak out now.
Is this where we speak? Are we saving this person?
We don't know who it is.
What if it's her? What if it's the one who you were here to rescue? She said they were
Is she a
rescued
traitor?
by helping her escape.
What if it's not her?
Make me an insight check, Raven.
Also, what if it's a trap? Does anybody thought about that?
Oh, that's a natural 17, so 18 on insight.
You recognize that voice.
The voice that just talked?
Mm-hmm.
Who is it?
You recognize the voice of your father.
You guys see Raven just kind of like go, like, she's pale. You see her turn a shade paler. Like, you can almost see through her at this point. As she kind of like immediately like kind of closes her, like kind of like she looks extremely.
Oh, that's better.
She looks terrified. Like you can.
Don't worry about it.
Inside, she looks terrified.
Do I notice anything from Stalverk right now? I'm gonna interrupt you. Because
Do you notice Stalverk? Let's just point that out right now.
we had been hiding together, to be fair, and he had just talked. And I know Stalverk likes to rush in.
Well, I think this is where I'm going to have to ask you to roll me a perception check.
Okay.
Oh dear.
Well, you see, that's a 24. Nope. Okay.
He's gone.
Well, I won't
He's
give him
gone.
haste.
Wow.
He's gone. You don't see him.
You might have
He's gone.
Bitch.
Problem now.
Stalverk is running in.
Oh dear.
He's not even questioning it. He's like, that's where Stalverk's going.
All right.
Oh fuck it.
You were saying, Raven?
What?
You were saying?
Oh, I was just saying Raven looks absolutely terrified. She looks, she physically looks petrified. Like,
Recognize the voice, I assume.
that's my dad.
Cool, now we know who to kill. I mean, if that's what you want. I don't really know. I don't like him. We don't really have much time. Stalverk's already on the move.
Stalverk just, that's when you look around for him is after you say that, and he's like, and he's gone.
And it, son of a bitch.
Can I, even though the person on the stage has a burlap sack on their head, considering how long I knew before, can I recognize if it's her body shape or anything?
Well, I would say, okay, roll me a perception check with disadvantage.
Disadvantage? Alright.
Because it has been 9
Jay?
years and yes.
Does Bad News have a scope on it?
It does.
Well,
Can I take a look through that real quick?
well, I have a... No, go ahead.
So you want to look? Okay. You want to look through a scope of a gun, which means you would have to point the gun towards the stage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but not out the window.
We're not in the window. We're not
You're
in
not
the
in a
building.
window.
You guys are hiding
Where are
like
we?
in the street
I
area.
don't know where we are. I'm sorry.
That is
Alright.
no,
Okay.
you're fair. That's fair. That's fine. I will say, seeing what you guys saw, I will say you guys probably ducked back around the corner and was watching. So go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Question.
You know, depending on that roll, those rolls, I may want to do it dumb.
I have
Okay.
a question. So,
Yes.
You said I haven't seen her in 9 years, but I saw the copycat version of her.
You did.
So wouldn't I be able to tell based off of that?
That was the version you saw 9 years ago.
Fuck. Come on, help me out a little bit here, man. I just don't need the disadvantage.
Well, unfortunately, you haven't seen her in 9 years, and she's been locked in a dungeon,
That's a
possibly
six.
starved.
That's a 6 then.
Do I have anything interesting?
Here's the thing. Bye.
Wait.
So with your 5, actually, go ahead and make it with advantage to see what you see, because you're looking through a scope.
Okay.
I thought about that. It's like, wait a minute, you're looking through a high-powered scope. You could probably see whoever is under the hood's nose hairs.
Well, that's an 8.
Okay.
Those are very large nose hairs.
You can see the bridge of the nose. What were you looking for in particular?
I was just looking to see what I could see and figure out if I could describe anything to Raven based off what I saw. And see if I
Gotcha.
could spot Stalverk while I was at it.
Okay,
You
that's
rolled a
definite
26
no.
stealth.
Yeah.
No, I know.
Easy.
But you know.
So, does
especially
the
with
guy say anything
fair.
else?
He's still waiting, because all of this has happened in, I will say, in a shorter amount of time. He's waiting.
Because I have an idea.
You still hear murmurs in the crowd and everything.
So I'm gonna listen for a minute and then do my idea. It's not a good pretty
So,
idea.
with that, I have a question.
Mhm.
Wait, mind if I play distraction for a bit? I have an idea.
Oh god.
No, maybe going into the crowd.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
At this point,
Just to get closer.
everyone has gone elsewhere, so whatever your plan is, it might be better than what everybody else's plan
I think
was.
only Stalverk and Nov actually left.
Raven is still frozen.
So,
Oh.
David's gonna, like, go somewhere, like, behind the crowd. Oi! Sorry, new in town, where exactly?
Fucking hell. Okay, before I get to that, because I'm gonna have to ask you to repeat that, because we all started dying as soon as you said it. So first, Raven, you said you're still standing there looking scared. Huffle is actually going to walk over to you and just like a calming presence next to you.
Okay. I appreciate that. I don't look over at her, but I appreciate
No,
her
your eyes are
presence.
probably fixed on the cloak figure that was talking. Now, go again, David.
Oi! You fuck. Did I? Okay, did I? Sorry, I had to make sure. Oi! Cloaksman! New in town. What'd she do exactly?
She set free a political prisoner.
And
Question. Oh, go ahead. I'll wait.
wait, political prisoner? Didn't know you kept those around here.
We are the capital city. Where else would we keep them?
You call this a capital?
You see his head kind of shift and look upward towards the rooftops. Do you follow his gaze?
Yeah, sure. What the hell?
You see one of the statues stand up
Nope. Bad
and jump off the roof
That's not what I wanted.
Oh, that is a neat little trick right there.
and land with a on the
I would
ground.
like to have my scope and bad news trained on that thing.
David's
Okay.
gonna die.
Without rolling a perception check. Roll me an intelligence check.
Intelligence? I like
Uh-huh.
intelligence. I think
Well,
I increased
actually,
that since...
What is higher, your intelligence or your arcana?
Well, intelligence is my arcana. But,
Okay, I didn't know if you had proficient. That's why I was.
No, I don't.
Okay, that's fine.
She's not
Um,
magic, so I didn't make her.
Fair. That's fair.
Okay, so I'm just gonna roll based off the stats that I see.
Mhm.
Oh, good. At least we're going up. It's 11.
Okay. So, I will say, Raven, you saw it from a distance last time.
Mhm.
So you weren't able to actually make out, other than it being a winged stone creature. Letari, you're looking at it through a scope.
Mm-hmm.
And this will also answer your question, Huffle, of how far it is from you, since you're standing near them. This thing's about 60 feet away from you. What you see is a gargoyle, which would possibly mean when you look around the square and you see another 19 surrounding the square along the rooftops.
None doesn't like the fact that the statue just moved.
Guys? We
Uh,
have a gargoyle situation.
Question, Jay.
Uh-huh.
Is there somewhere that they would have passed by that's not too far away from the others, that Stalverk would remember?
What do you mean?
That would break line of sight of this if he were to suddenly vanish.
If Stalverk were to suddenly vanish?
Yep.
Or...
And maybe
Well,
someone
it
else.
hasn't seen you.
I know, that's why I'm asking. Would he be able to help someone else vanish with him?
I mean, you could possibly disappear into the crowd. But say,
No,
He just-
that's not why I'm asking. Was there just a place like an alleyway or something that he knows these things wouldn't be able to see if he went there?
yeah.
I see where you're going with this.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh boy.
Can I be an asshole and attempt to jump up on stage, grab her, and dimension door?
Well,
Oh
say,
boy.
the gargoyle didn't see you.
Yeah.
Raven's father didn't see you.
Oh no.
The cloaked figure on the opposite side of the bagged head figure, which is standing about a foot taller than Raven's father, he saw you.
Damn. I almost rolled a nat 20 on that, too. Sheesh.
He rolled a natural 19
So did I.
with a plus 10.
Jesus.
Oh dear.
Oh.
If my stealth's only a +7, it wouldn't have mattered how
That's
high I
fair.
rolled.
We rolled into an area higher level. than
Roll
us.
me a dexterity check.
Just a straight dex check.
Just a straight dex check to see if you can act quicker than him.
That's a +4, so let's see what happens.
Oh, that's not bad.
That's not bad either. 22?
You beat him out.
Holy shit.
You jump up on stage, and you go to run forward, and as you run forward, you hear a slamming sound behind you. It's this massive metal glaive slams the ground behind you as he was trying to take a swing at you.
Oh, goody! That would have hurt.
Damn, I was not as much of a distraction as I thought I would be.
No, you just brought a bunch of gargoyles into the picture.
Just one gargoyle.
So
That gargoyle has a pretty decent movement speed, but you're a bit farther from the gargoyle than the other group is, so it'll take a couple turns to even get to you. It is heading for you, David.
Sweet.
It's just walking in your direction, and beans it just woke up, I'm going to say its movement speed is a little bit slower because all of its joints and everything are still unlocking from being in its frozen state.
He's gonna grab the prisoner and do a dimension door.
Alright? Gone.
Yep.
Which you guys notice just a black shadowy doorway, and then you see both Stalverk and the bag figure gone.
Yep. He'll deal with that in a second. Whatever you guys do.
Use minor illusion to make my voice come from a different location. Within, I believe, what's the distance of it?
Do you mean thaumaturgy or?
Minor illusion. I can make a audible or visual illusion.
That's right. You can't. Yeah, that's right. Oh, I forgot audio.
So I'm just gonna. I made the audible illusion of someone saying, "I think they had a problem." Like,
I think they had an
30 feet
objection.
away. Over there.
You know.
Roll me a deception check.
What is my deception?
I think your deception is high, actually.
Yeah, it is. What is the exact number? Oh, that's right. It's a +8. That's a
Jeez.
dirty 20.
Dear Lord.
Shadow.
I just
I have
vamped.
to say, you are very, very lucky. Because this is just a fun fact for you guys. Raven would know this about her father. He's very good at reading people.
Oh dear.
That's why I'm so good at lying.
But unfortunately, his total was only a 19.
Oh,
That was a plus 13 to insight.
Yeah. So, well, that poor person over there is probably gonna have a bad time.
Oh dear.
You see his head shifts in that direction, and you see the gargoyle's head shift in that direction.
And Null's gonna nope the fuck out.
And David needs to do the same.
Grab Raven and start heading
Yeah.
back down the other direction.
I will say,
would-
help.
I imagine he went to like an alley of the direction they came from, basically, so that way they would meet back up.
Is this really going to be that easy? We can just go in here
Run.
and then immediately take her out?
Well, he can only take one person at a time, and he only has 2 spell slots for it, so...
Well,
I meant
Letari is
the
keeping
actual-
an eye on everything via scope, making sure everybody else gets out before she takes off running after everybody.
Oh,
Alright.
Raven's waiting for everyone else.
Oh, Huffle's grabbing you around the arm and pulling you.
I'm resisting.
Null is getting out of the crowd and going
Roll
back to
me.
where he came
Okay. So, this is where I'm going to have to ask. So, that's a nice nat 20 stealth, so that's good. I'm going to have to ask for Huffle to make me an athletics check, and Raven to make me athletics or acrobatics check.
Athletics or acrobatics?
Because technically grapple.
Yep,
They're both shit, so it's a +2 to either.
that's nice.
And that is a natural 17, so 19.
Hey,
Don't worry, I'm sure the wizard's strong.
You know, you'd be... I mean, look at Garthog. So...
Yeah, which is also not Garth.
yeah.
so
Attempt to open a door.
you make a joke about the wizard being strong.
Did she roll a fucking natural 20?
Yes, she did. By the way,
It's
she
Huffle, why
too-
did we doubt this?
She too has a +2,
Fuck.
so that'd be 22.
Fuck.
You are
Huffle.
grabbed and pulled.
I look at Huffle. Huffle, let go of me. I'm not leaving. I'm gonna start, and I'm gonna keep resisting. Huffle, let go of me. I'm not leaving until I know everyone else is out. I got
I'm right
everyone into
behind
this
you. I
mess.
just want to make sure everybody's good.
Exactly! I want to do that!
I'm gonna keep the minor illusion just going.
Where's the scope?
Are you staying where you are, or are you walking?
I'm walking, but I'm leaving the minor illusion to like keep talking.
I will say as well, the crowd is starting to disperse.
Yeah, I'm kind of going back
So
toward, kind of
it's
dispersing with the crowd.
easy- Yeah. So, David, I'm assuming you'd be doing the same. Which,
Yeah, he
you
just
now
kinda
notice the gargoyle has flown up in the air with a 60-foot fly speed, makes it over to a older gentleman, looks maybe in his 50s.
Oh, poor guy.
Oh,
He doesn't look to be in very good health. I will say that. I know that probably doesn't make it any better, but he gets grabbed and the gargoyle flies straight up.
Oh.
rip. We saved one, we got another punished, it's fine.
And welcome to Landar.
Yep.
Does
So,
Huffle say anything back? If not, I'm
She's
gonna
typing.
resist again. Alright.
I mean, at this point, you see, at
You
least
see
me.
both. Yeah, at this point you see the crowd dispersing, and if you miss null, there's a problem.
Yeah. Fair.
Yeah,
Well, he
David would
did.
have just been like casually strolled with the crowd doing the things, eventually till getting somewhere around this general location.
Okay, she tells you, I'm sorry, but but I need to know you're safe. And I'm not going to let you do anything stupid you might regret later.
I'm resisting again.
oh my god.
Everybody is literally there!
Well, yeah, but I'm now getting pulled against my will, and I don't like that.
Come on, let's go. We don't have time to stick around.
Tell Huffle to let go of me, and I'm gonna
Okay.
try and pull my arm away.
Well, if you're walking away, then it's probably a good thing.
Time to go.
What do you mean it's probably a
Yeah,
good thing?
roll me another athletics check, Huffle, and same thing, athletics or acrobatics.
Natural 20! 22.
wait.
There it is.
If you already grappled, isn't that like just straight athletics?
You can use acrobatics to try and get out of it.
It doesn't matter, it's a
Oh.
+2 to both.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Phone,
Okay.
I did not tell you could go to sleep mode.
I did.
Why'd you tell my phone to go to sleep mode? This is how I'm keeping
not
track
tired.
of one of my players.
Mm.
So, about that nat 20.
You fucking
Countered.
natural 20 again.
Her words exact, nat 20 again, I'm not lying, I swear, 22.
Huffle, I swear to God. Do we have to fucking re-roll this shit? Dude.
Huffle.
No.
No, you guys are just stuck in place, and
You
Letari's
were
going to...
stuck in limbo.
Yeah.
Letari's
I'm gonna
going
start,
to
like,
wander over.
trying to push them both. Just like, let's go.
We need to go. Don't worry about it, Raven. Just go. Just go. She'll let go if we keep moving. Go.
I keep moving, but if Huffle doesn't let go, I'm going to be resisting again.
If you're walking away from the town square, I'm going to go ahead and say, and hopefully she agrees with me, she will let go and then make sure you continue walking in that direction.
So while that was happening, I'm gonna take the bag off the prisoner's head.
Okay, Stalverk. So
Okay.
you appear in the alleyway with the figure who you just see the head turning. As far as under the bag, you just see her head turning. The person's head turning. Like, what? What's going? What?
Calm down. Unless you want to go back to the execution.
Oh no.
Oh. You a friend of
Pull the bag
Raven's?
off.
Yeah.
So, roll me
Hmm.
a. I don't know as far as how this would be, as far as to. Roll me intelligence.
Sure. 15.
Okay. Although looking malnourished, slightly older, worn down, exhausted. This is the same person that the Rakshasa was disguised as. This is Femni.
What was her name? Sorry, what?
Femni.
Femni. Femni, right?
Yes.
I'm friends with Raven. We came here to help you.
Oh my god. She's alive.
Hmm. Does she have like shackles or like rope?
Yeah,
What does she?
her hands and ankles are shackled together.
Okay, yeah, he has no way to actually like take those off of her, unfortunately.
No.
So he'll
Do we
probably.
ever buy lockpicks, by the by?
Nope.
I don't think you guys did.
But he'll. I guess
I know
he'll just
funny
carry
thing, I
her
think, real quick,
until
I think you guys
someone
had talked
can.
about it, but you didn't.
I
Yeah.
have knock, but I think I probably shouldn't cast that currently.
Yeah. No.
No, probably not.
I-
You're not there.
At the bare
first of
minimum,
all.
because she does look weak and everything, he'll probably carry her anyways.
Gotcha.
So,
That's fine. So while you're carrying her, are you going to try and leave the alley?
he's gonna look and make sure it's okay to leave, because if there's a lot of people, he doesn't want to
I
reveal
need-
himself.
You to roll me a stealth check with disadvantage.
Ah, fuck me.
Because you're carrying a person who has shackles on.
Fine. That's not terrible. It's still 17.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay. What is...
That's 10 plus 7.
This is an interesting modifier for this thing's wisdom. What was your...
17.
Okay. Yeah, any of the other gargoyles perched on the roof do not see you with a natural 2. Which is 2 total.
No, it's not as well as 0. They're great watchdogs.
I'm gonna go
Okay.
towards the rundown building, and assuming they're all
Okay.
gonna go there.
Okay. You guys,
Mm-hmm.
you're walking as far as trying to self back. I need the rest of you to go ahead and roll me stealth checks again if you're going to try and stealth back.
I can make an
And
attempt.
try and blend into the crowd.
Stealth.
I'm sorry, guys.
The one time I rolled this.
Okay. I will say you guys have advantage because you are in the middle of a crowd.
Oh, cool.
That makes no difference, trust me.
No,
it
and
doesn't.
technically only
Alright,
David would be
so,
looked for at the
I went
most,
from
and they
yeah,
kind
you know
of
what?
changed their
shit.
mind.
There you go.
You know what? It's good. I went from a natural 1 to a natural
I'm sorry,
2
21.
instead.
Go.
To a natural what instead?
2.
Fuck.
So I have a 4.
Okay. That probably comes from you being angry.
That's better. I rolled a 22.
Okay.
Angry and panicking.
Does majority count if Huffle rolls high as well?
Well, I'm going to go ahead and say I'm not going to make her reroll stealth. Because she had rolled stealth earlier to sneak away while she was grappling Raven,
Fair.
which was a nat 20.
Oh my god, you people in your nat 20s.
3
That
nat
is
20s.
3 natural 20s.
Huffle. What
For-
fey creature you?
Can I just
Um,
have your dice, Huffle? I just want the dice. I
That
could
is
give a
3
crap
natural
about the
20s.
roll.
You guys are hidden regardless of poor Raven's natural 2.
Good.
This is fine.
Raven's like
It's just
breathing
gonna-
really heavily and loudly, and everyone else is just like, shut up.
He's just gonna sit there and give her food because he has rations and stuff and make sure she's okay.
Now, this is just way Nal's thinking. Nal's gonna assume that Stalverk took this person somewhere where he knows it's safe, and the only place he knows is safe is the place they teleported in from.
Okay.
Because we've been nowhere else in the city.
I'm sure you haven't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, he didn't want to go too far originally because I'm pretty sure he would have heard if those gargoyles started attacking his friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or else he would have just went straight there.
Very fair.
Gunshots, yelling, fire, typically signs that we're being attacked by something.
Yeah, you know.
So,
Yeah.
as you guys are sneaking along, I will say you do hear something. I'm not going to make you roll perception for it.
Hmm.
You hear thunderous footsteps.
Concerned, JPEG.
If you just glance backwards over the crowd, again, not going to make you roll perception. This figure, from the distance they were at, they looked a foot taller than Raven's father. In reality, they were standing a good 3 feet taller.
I felt like I pissed him off.
Maybe a little.
He missed me and I took the prisoner. It's fine.
This figure is broad-shouldered and kind of stocky, but again, standing close to around 9 feet tall.
Cool.
And only thing you can see is the massive. I misspoke earlier when I said glaive. See this massive squared sword
Oh.
with jagged edges.
This is fine.
And what you see grasping the handle is a slightly gray hand
This is fine.
Would
with a bunch of scars all over it.
Would I happen to recognize this person by any chance?
Without having you roll, even if you roll natural 20, no.
All right. I am
This seems to be a
intimidated.
new addition to your father's group.
That's fine. He's not coming after us.
You know, is there any chance David would see a familiar face to that?
Yeah, I was gonna say, Stalverk wouldn't be paying attention, and I really hope it's not the friend he knows.
No, doesn't.
I will
That's
go
just
ahead
what you're
and throw
thinking
this
about
out there.
this concern.
None of you would recognize it.
Okay, fair enough.
And I will go ahead and emphasize the word it.
That's
Good.
fine. He's a friend.
Dark Souls logic has suited me well so far.
My dude.
Maybe he's late for a different. Is he heading straight at us, or is he just running down the street?
He's just seeming to be scanning
He's
areas.
Oh, it's fine.
Even
We're just gonna
Dory.
keep.
And he's not going to see you guys with that. So that is a natural 3 plus 10.
I was gonna say, even though Raven is assuming he won't see her, she kind of shrivels up more,
Mhm.
like into herself. Like,
That's fair. Yeah, that's the thing, Huffle. So I will say, you guys do make it to the abandoned building. This thing is walking away from. Just continues walking down another road. Stalverk, you already made it back to the building.
Hmm.
We're gonna go inside.
Right?
Very quickly and quietly.
Yeah,
Kind of waves at him as they come in.
just a casual stroll.
Mm-hmm.
You guys enter back into the musty, dusty, humid, old, dilapidated building.
What?
So I'm go- So I'm gonna call this right now. Not the best distraction.
I'm just looking at Null. It's fine.
We should take the teleporter and go. Right now.
I look to the floor where the teleporter circle would be.
About that.
Yeah, Null had a feeling.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm
You
just...
look over and you see, not lit up, carved into the ground, magical runes. That teleportation circle is dead.
Oh, that's not good.
Well,
Quick
there's another
question,
way out of this
guys.
town.
Odds or evens?
Evens.
Evens? Alright.
Why not?
That's odds. Raven looks extremely panicked. As she starts having a panic attack.
Alright. It's fine.
It's
We
it's
just-
gone. It's gone. That was our main way out, and it's gone.
That was our
People
quick
know that we're
way
here.
out. It was a quick way out.
No.
We can go. Yes.
Roll me an Arcana check.
Oh, good.
But people,
You know,
people know that we're here, though. Is the problem? Like,
that's not a
We're
bad
here.
number. What is your Arcana? Because you don't believe you're proficient. Nope. That's a dirty 20. Natural 19.
Okay. I will say, from what you can tell, this wasn't killed by a dispel magic, or it wasn't a one-use kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
What you can assume from how quickly it died after you guys used it is that no teleportation circles are supposed to exist in this city anymore. And they missed this one. Once it was used, I'll say with that dirty 20, you sensed it a bit in the air. There's almost a feel of magic that isn't going to let anyone leave. At least by teleporting.
Okay. Cool. Well, two things. First, Raven will
yeah.
be fine.
We don't know that though. Like,
After Null says that, Huffle is going to kneel down next to you.
Oh, I'm still standing.
Oh, I thought you were going to drop and have panic attack. Okay, never mind.
No, I'm standing and like pacing back and forth, walking back and forth in a straight line.
Okay. Then she
My
will
crying
just...
days are over.
Now it is a straight up panic.
I've gone from crying to panic. Is that
Huffle
character development?
Huffle just looks at you. It's okay. Just breathe, deep, slow breaths. You're going to be okay. Raven?
I turn to this new voice.
They're sitting on the ground at Stark's feet. The same thing as I told him earlier, and I'm not going to make you roll intelligence or anything. because you spent so much time around this face. Even as malnourished, sickly, tired, older than she looks, you recognize Femni.
I immediately run full speed over to her and like drop down and hug her.
She would return the hug if she was not shackled by her hands and ankles.
Yeah, does
Oh my
anyone
god, Femni, alive.
anyone got a solution to take those off without making noise? He looks at Raven.
Question, Jay.
Uh-huh.
So I have the subtle spell, which means I can cast things quietly. Does that mean if I subtle spell cast knock, the effects will be quiet too?
Okay, so
Technically, it's not in the. It doesn't say that you can, but as a DM, would you allow that?
okay, so here's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say, story-wise, I'm gonna let you do it this time.
This time.
I have a second plan too, though. So like,
Okay,
if
well-
not, that's fine.
This time I'll let it slide because I will actually have to put thought into that as far as for later on. Because that is a good point. Since it is subtle, you know. But
I mean, it does also require points too, so that's.
it's true.
Yes, so I'm gonna use a sorcery point and subtle spell cast. Knock.
Alright. Although there are like 3 locks, I'm going to say since they're all close together, you end up hitting them all, and you just hear as all the locks come apart, and you hear the shackles ding to the ground. And she just wraps her arms around you and weakly squeezes you.
That helps that. By the way, 2.
Hmm.
There's it's faint in the air, but there's magic that won't let teleportation let you out. That's why this doesn't work.
Ah, guess they didn't like my trick.
I will say, from what you can tell, it's just actual teleportation type stuff to leave.
Yeah, more just the city, leaving the city in general.
So we can
I guess
just
there
walk
won't be people
out.
here.
I feel like walking out might be a bit more difficult now.
Probably.
Well, we could make it work.
Home sweet home till we decide to leave.
We also got to deal with a couple people here, I believe, don't we? He's looking at Raven.
Raven is avoiding eye contact. I just don't want to be here. Raven does not, out of character, Raven doesn't want to confront her parents. She is terrified. She just wants to leave.
Real quick. David,
Hi.
make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, good.
Why?
Good.
How dare you?
It's fine. My face and voice were like totally seen and heard. Wisdom, you say?
Yes.
That's gonna be a dirty 21.
Okay.
Woo!
Nice.
You beat the spell save DC of 20.
Let me guess. They attempted to scry on me.
Yes.
Oh.
Am I aware of that fact?
Yes.
Yeah, if you save, you are.
And you were aware of who it was.
Hmm.
You were aware Raven's father just tried to scry on you.
Oh, that's just fucking dandy.
Because he looked dead at you when you were talking.
Yeah,
Yeah, so apparently he can scry.
Good.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna regret asking, but how many? I mean, he wasn't exactly hiding his face. I don't know how good of a look they got at him, though.
No, How well? That is a damn good question. How much did they see of?
Me.
Yes. Sorry, brain did a.
I will say, because of your dex bonus,
I'm going to assume the other guy probably got the better look at me.
the other guy got a quick glimpse of you.
So he knows kind of what
You
to
were-
look for, essentially.
He knows like color as far as because you were kind of a blur jumping on stage and quickly casting Dimension Door and going. He had maybe a second glance, like a second look at you. That is it.
Yeah, I wasn't sure because you said he saw me while I was stealthed.
What I had rolled his perception for was if you did attempt to do something as far as stage wise, if he would notice.
Yeah,
Not as far as if he saw you walking around.
Ah, okay.
Because I will say, it wasn't exactly him seeing you.
Mm.
Tremor sense is a bitch.
Oh dear.
So, that's not good.
How often can they try that?
I think a few times she's Letari's gonna look to Huffle because wizards! And she knows Alora's done stuff similar to that kind of thing.
Would I know how many times my father could cast it?
You didn't know your father could.
Oh, okay.
Well, he's just
Boosting.
wondering how many attempts can be made.
Well, that's why I want to double check because I
believe
possibly
he wouldn't know this, but I believe it's only every 24 hours if they succeed the saving throw.
Yeah. On a successful save, the target isn't affected, and you can't use the spell against it again for 24 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Huffle, knowing as far as her mom can scry and stuff like that. Well, good news. He can't do it again until tomorrow.
So we got this time till tomorrow, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, goody.
I'm sure it's fine. We can figure something out, right? Like,
Hmm.
Do you think he'll believe I have a twin brother?
I'm not sure that's an easily pulled off thing.
Yeah, you make a fair point.
We should prepare to be defensible. We shouldn't assume they won't find us. We should keep guards when we do things.
Can
Yeah.
I have all of you roll me perception checks again?
Oh, good.
12.
14.
Oh,
Okay.
you son of a bitch. No, that was 23.
That's a solid 8 on my end.
Hold on.
Oh, you're fine.
It's a
Oh,
3.
Okay. You hear something that almost sounds mechanical.
Hmm.
Those who... Okay, so... Null had a 23, Stalverk had a...
I had a 12.
Okay. David had a 14?
David had an 8.
David had an 8. Who had the 14?
I had a 14.
Okay, you had the 14. You had a 3, Letari, and
Yeah.
Huffle had a 19? Yeah. So anyone who rolled higher than a 10.
Hmm.
Bye.
Mostly because this is... You hear almost a mechanical... You hear mechanical metal, like, scraping against metal. Outside. Not directly outside the door, but outside somewhere in the vicinity of where you guys are.
They're kind of cool.
just nods.
What? What is it?
Something.
Let me. Okay. All of them did not roll very well. So if they do not hear any noise, not like their perception is actually good anyways, it gets slightly distanced away, but you can still hear it lightly.
It's farther away, but keep voices down. Something metal on metal, something mechanical. They're looking for us.
Femni, do you know what that was?
Well, trust me when I say they weren't looking for anyone. Well, they were. They looked for corpses along the streets. It's how they keep suspicions down of people dying.
I need to let Pumpkin out. Hold on.
Okay, take that.
Suspicions?
Well, sometimes we do have people pass. We had people pass through. So streets being littered with dead bodies wasn't exactly one of the best things for people to see.
Littered with Imperious?
Yeah,
What's happening?
it has an image to uphold. What was that,
doing
Raven?
a damn good job of that so far.
Oh,
Sorry.
I said, what's happened since I've been gone?
Well, your father had a bit of power while you were here. Your father is power here.
What do you mean? Because, isn't there, like, he's not, I thought, Raven, you said he wasn't anybody, like, really big. He was just, like, really rich nobility? Like...
He owns a company. He owned a big company, and he had a lot of money.
So he went on a power trip and more reason to stab him in the throat?
If it goes against him, he kills. And now, whatever that was, hides the dead bodies. God.
Roll me an intelligence check, Stalverk, because you were the closest to the stage.
Okay. Ooh, so 19.
When you got close to the stage, you noticed something on the backside of it. A head on a spike. And you recognize it from a head being on some of the gold you carry.
Wait,
You
what?
recognize it as the Emperor of Landar.
Oh, shit.
No.
I just realized something.
No.
What?
So, you all know the Emperor, right?
Yeah, I pull out a gold coin. Yeah, this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's also behind the stage, but just ahead.
What?
What?
Ah, that's what he's.
He doesn't hide as much as you think.
Femni, did my father kill the Emperor?
He's a tyrant.
No, he didn't. That thing.
What
That
thing?
thing did.
Thing?
The thing that was on stage with him.
Ah,
Well, your father's benefiting from it.
Thing can't die.
you
Well,
want to bet?
Technically, that.
It massacred 2,000 men of the Imperial Army
It just
by
means I have a lot of hit
itself.
points.
And didn't take a scratch.
Wonder how
Question.
flammable he is.
How many of them used magic or magical items?
About a quarter of them.
Cool.
Oh, that's out.
We gotta do something because this is not good.
If we stay here, they'll find us eventually. They'll start searching the houses and buildings.
If we just leave the city, they're gonna find us eventually anyways.
Hmm.
There has to be a way out.
I'm sure there is.
You guys hear the thunder stomping sound again?
You're what?
You hear a thunderous stomping sound
Shuts up.
as
It's coming back.
you hear it passing by. And as it passes close to the door, which you guys can probably guess about 15 feet, make me a perception check.
Oh, goody.
Oh, you were just on a roll. 22.
17.
6.
9.
I'm sorry, 7.
And I guess Raven's actually over
Here
here.
we go.
That's a
Because Femni was in front of him.
No, it's probably more in the middle of the room, to be
If it's
fair.
any consolation, I'm literally leaning on the wall next to the door.
Oh.
I know it is, but there that is.
It's a 9 for me.
Okay, so Huffle had an 18. No, what was yours again?
22.
I'm just gonna write mine in chat.
Alright, yes please. 17, okay.
For consistency's sake.
Okay. And Letari, what was yours?
Oh dear.
Try again?
12.
Okay. Those who rolled a 17 or higher,
Oh, dude.
you hear
I was afraid of that.
but not just one. You hear what sounds like maybe a dozen or so just whispered laughs. And anybody who looks at Femni, you just see her pale as she is just sitting there being completely silent, not moving.
He's just gonna kneel down and kind of put his hand on her shoulder. Kind of wants to wait those things further away before he says anything, though.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no, it's not gonna say a damn thing until the things are going away from us.
It does. It leaves.
Okay, so
Go ahead.
It's gotta have a weakness.
we don't have time to analyze that. We would have to be in front of it. We don't even know what it is. We need another place to hide.
Femni might know what it is.
I stayed far away from it.
Okay.
Don't what?
I don't like it.
Is there any place safe that we can go to?
Well, if your father has already tried to scry on your friend, no.
Hmm.
Jay, question.
Yes.
Is there roof access to this building?
Is there roof access?
Yeah.
Roll a perception check.
Or a second floor or something like that that I can
Actually,
peek out.
I will say you do see a set of stairs partially falling apart in the back corner.
I would like to carefully, quietly head up to try and get a better view on what's going on outside and what's where, and see if I can't see anything through my scope.
Alright, give me 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
You go up and you actually find a broken window. There's no roof access. There's no trap to at least the roof. When you guys were heading
I'll
back, you
pick a
noticed it
window.
kind of had like a slanted roof, so there's no real.
Yeah.
So you actually happen to stumble across a broken window.
Good.
You
Good.
look out of it with the scope.
Yep.
Roll me a perception check with advantage.
Okie dokie. Hey, natural 2021.
Hey, there you go.
Hey!
Nice.
Now we're good talking.
You happen to see it as it continues down. It's a powerful scope, so you can see a good distance with it. You see it as it continues, and it looks to be heading back towards. And you follow the road it's going down, and you see it leads to this massive center building, not far from the town square. Which now you realize, you guys are actually the town square is literally in the center of town.
Goody goody gumdrop.
And as you look through the scope, you see the city expands far. What you estimate at least 5 miles.
Jeez.
Ooh, so
In
we're
any
kind
direction.
of we're near the middle, essentially.
Yeah.
Ugh. Good.
I'd like to die. It's time.
Hey, you're not the one with suicidal tendencies that almost got smashed with a fucking giant ass sword.
No.
That's true.
Which I will tell you
Or
right
the
now,
one, just
player knowledge, that sword does double the damage of a great sword.
Oh, goody.
It's fine.
That's a big ouch.
I'm sure he absolutely adores me for dodging his attack and doing that.
Oh, sure.
To be fair, the man has a +1 for his dex mod.
you know.
Listen, I don't want to talk about it.
Anyway, you also, with the natural 20, you see or you assume you see what was making that metallic scraping noises. You see 3. I would almost say humanoid, but not exactly. They're large metal creatures with spikes sticking out. And you can make out some of these spikes are just long swords, just through the metal to where the blade is out. And you see bodies impaled on these swords and on these spikes.
Oh dear.
I have a random question, and this is a technical question.
Mm-hmm.
If I have Stalverk think about it, were both of those people within 15 feet of him to see what type of magics or curses or anything that might have been going on on them at all, because he has that passive ability.
On them?
Yeah.
The only thing you could sense from Raven's father was a +3 ring of protection.
Okay.
Good.
From the big guy? Or from the big thing? Everything about him reeked of necrotic energy.
Hmm.
And undead magics.
Raven,
Hmm?
any idea of how to counter undead?
Anything with holiness?
That thing was just covered in necrotic and all that.
The necrotic. It would definitely be that blade of his.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, it was strong.
What
And-
about what do you know about the sword?
Hmm?
He's asking about the sword, like, because she seems to know more about it than we do.
Looks at Raven. Her father had that blade forged about 5 years back. Didn't say why. Just asked me to collect some blacksmiths from around the city and bring them to him. They welded together 10 great swords and just sharpened edges and cut jagged teeth into it. And then about a year later, that thing showed up.
Okay. Walk up to Stalverk
Is,
and place his hand on his shoulder and cast Death Ward.
You know.
What the hell is that for?
Protection.
I haven't gone down in a fight yet.
Letari is going to peek down from upstairs. So you know that weird sound, like not the other guy, but the mechanical noises everybody was hearing earlier?
Mm-hmm.
Big things with bodies impaled on them.
Sounds like a
Big
fun time.
metal things with great swords shoved through their bodies and bodies impaled on the great swords.
Interesting bodyguards.
Not bodyguards, just street cleaners. Very sick street cleaners.
Yeah. Okay.
How long does
I would
that
like to.
last?
Femni. Is that thing the ruler of Landar now, or are my
No.
parents?
The charade has been kept up. Everyone thinks the Emperor is still alive, outside of Imperius.
Except he's not, which means a lot of things. How are they able to keep up the charade if all of this is going on? No trade can get in and out of here without knowing.
To be fair, we didn't know about this, and this word would spread pretty quick.
That's why I'm wondering how.
You make sure they don't leave.
Mm-hmm.
Those who question why they cannot see the Emperor, he's right. Don't leave.
So any who enter get stuck here as well.
Well, majority of them have to go through her father for trade. For what can enter, what can't.
Mm.
That's why a lot of people in Ostros don't like me.
So, question. The traders don't say anything about the state of the town? City?
They're paid rather well.
Mm. Oh yeah, he's dead.
But he's not the main one you should be worried about.
No, but he'd be the fun one to kill.
It's that new advisor of his.
Was it that big guy?
Advisor?
She showed up a couple weeks ago.
Oh no.
Oh, what was her name? Is it who I'm
does she
thinking
look like
of?
this?
Yeah, that's, yep, that.
Minor illusion. He's gonna show a minor illusion of like a small in his palm of his hand Delilah. Briarwood.
No.
Cool, not her.
That's good.
But also
Not
bad
sure
'cause
I
now we
got a
don't know.
name.
Wait, what?
David asking Raimi if, or
Femni.
Fem that. The name stuck in my head. Just bear with me. But asking that lady if this mysterious lady has a name.
Give me 1 second, because my phone is acting up, because it keeps trying to open Google Assistant. It's acting like I'm pressing the
Fine.
center button to activate it.
Oh dear.
You're
That's
not?
That's a good time.
That's why Apple products are superior.
Stop your nonsense.
Not when they-
It's
not when
fine. They just update and break every 2 or 3 years, and you have to buy the newest one.
This is all I'm saying.
You're right.
I know, I had
update
one.
it. Especially when they
deny that.
update it to consume the battery quicker.
Oh yeah. That's typically the most common problem, is their
Oh.
batteries quit working.
So, I've only heard one name, and I've only heard it spoken by your father when he was down interrogating me, and he went to leave, and he said to retrieve this person. The only name I heard was Ripley.
Ha ha ha! Please tell me I've heard that name before.
You have, in notes.
Oh, that might actually be worse.
How is that worse?
So, yeah, Ripley worked with Delilah for a brief time, took over Whitestone, was part of the whole reason Percy had a revenge trip thing, Orthax, whole 9 yards. Actually had made a deal with Orthax herself at one point. She's not good.
No, she's not.
She's very good at torture. Very good.
You see Femni look down at her hands, and this is the first time you're noticing it. She's missing 2 fingers. Yes, she is.
Boy.
I
So,
am angry.
And you see where the fingers used to be, the wounds are cauterized. And when I say cauterized, I mean they look like a very much heated poker was just driven about an inch into the stub.
okay. So, we've got giant cleaner things with great swords with bodies impaled on them. We've got a giant thing with a great sword that deals necrotic damage and is horrible on all fronts. And we have Raven's dad, who's apparently no longer whatever he used to be and is something different now. And then there's Ripley. That's a lot in one place.
Raven, I learned
Yeah?
something about your father. I don't know if you noticed it, but he never aged a day. Neither has your mother.
Kind of looks at Raven.
Oh, son of
Well,
a fuck.
that would make sense though. I mean, I've known them. I mean, I'm not that old. It would make sense that they've been alive, or that they don't look a lot older.
You also have to remember it's been 9 years.
How old were your parents when you left?
I have no idea. I never really talked to my parents unless I was in trouble.
Well, here's the thing. Is even my mom, and she tries very hard not to age. She's still aged within the couple of years I haven't seen her.
Well,
Well, no, who else hasn't ages?
Um,
You. You don't age.
oh yeah, I think I was.
But they're not like you.
Hmm.
What are-
What do you mean?
I have no way to really figure out how old my parents are based on my age. I guess I was 18 when I left, so I thought I'm 19 now. But I guess I'm actually 27 now.
Real quick, Stalverk, something else that would have clicked in your mind, because it would have been faint.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was being blocked by something else that you couldn't sense.
Hmm.
You did sense an undead energy in magic from Raven's father as well.
Yeah, because he'd be sitting there thinking about it. He's kind of like,
But faint. Not strong like vampire magic.
Not really sure how to explain it, but there was some kind of undead energy coming from him, too. Not much, though. Something seemed to be blocking it.
The thing is, I've watched your father die.
Hmm.
What?
Came back. Stronger.
How? What?
That's why he wears the hood. He doesn't exactly look exactly the same.
We should leave here. We should leave Imperius quickly.
Sounds like he made some kind of contract with the
There
devil
is-
somewhere.
There is 5 miles between us and getting out.
Move a little bit each day. It might take us a while, but at least we'd be moving spots. And just stay in one place.
That's just gonna risk
And be-
if my father tries to scry again. He'll immediately know.
He's cried and failed today.
I have till tomorrow, so we can move tonight. But worst case, I can at least get her out of there. And he kind of looks at Femni. That's about all I can take with me.
Oof.
I mean, he can't leave the city, but I imagine he could still teleport in within the city. It's only
Who?
500 feet. His dimension door.
You can still teleport within the city.
Yeah. Because he can
Just
only
can't
move
leave it.
500 feet at the most anyways, but he has to know or say a direction, essentially, and hope that it's not a wall that he runs into.
Or literally into.
Yeah, because he can also run into a person or something. Yeah, it literally, if he just says a direction and how many feet, he can run into something. But no, it doesn't. It doesn't teleport you inside of something. It teleports you to the nearest space and you like run into it. Is what it kind of describes it as.
I just made a connection both in character and out of character. There's a slight problem is the thing. Even if we leave Imperius, my father might still be able to scry on David.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
But he's gonna be able to follow us. No
But if he
what.
does, he'll be on odd terms.
You're assuming he's gonna be the one following.
We just know about that time of day. He'll most likely try again. Which means whatever we're gonna do, we have to do beforehand to prepare.
Question, Huffle, can you get a word to your mom? Maybe let her know about the situation we're kind of stuck in.
Can't.
Get news outside?
I can't. Coin is not working.
And block
Of course, he can block
communication.
communication. Yeah.
Oh, good.
I'll just plops on the floor.
Raven starts pacing again.
Question.
Answer.
How hard would it be to get, like, blueprints of the sewers or some shit? Or maps or something?
I might actually be able to pick our way through back alleys and things like that. Cities like that, it's weird. Let's get into a whole lot of the back.
And the best I can offer is I can try to scout around.
I don't like the idea of anyone going off alone.
Not alone.
There's way too much going on outside right now.
Stalverk and I are the settlement.
What was that?
Letari was mentioning that Stalverk and her were the stealthiest at the moment.
I mean, they can technically go together.
Yep.
You know,
At
I
least
don't
try
see
to
a
find an
problem with that.
entrance
That way,
to get to a sewer. At the
I don't
very
necessarily
least,
see
you
a-
can.
paths make it easy.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Continue. Mine was a character thing. You were explaining things. Go for it.
I mean, at the very least, I'll try not to go far enough and I could teleport back here with her.
It seems like a plan, just so long as you don't go pissing off another dragon.
No
I
promises.
I don't think dragons are a big concern.
I've already pissed
Sure.
off a big dude, so...
Yeah, and I
Your Femni
guess...
start giggling a bit when you say dragons aren't a big concern.
I don't like how she keeps laughing at everything we say.
That was the first time she laughed. Hold up.
Are there
Wait a minute. Are you hearing her laughing? I'm not doing. Wait a minute.
So,
Sorry, I thought
what's the problem?
Are there
Is he-
dragons here, Femni?
You mentioned dragons aren't a problem. One flew overhead about a month ago.
Oh,
It was black with looked like smoke billowing off of it.
Oh, that's also the one I pissed
Oh,
off.
came down here.
I make friends.
he dropped a roof on its head. It was great.
Alright. Nelson stood up.
The thing was the size of the castle.
Yep.
Yeah, that is who we thought it was.
And I dropped a roof on his head. What's your point? Oh, ceiling.
That tracks, and number 4 full spell slot Death Ward on Letari.
The northwestern part of the city is a hazard zone. They won't even send the cadaver collectors in there.
Look, I think the plan needs to be...
This year.
I think the plan needs to be we need to look for some way out and then worry about coming back to deal with this more prepared.
Hey,
Agreed.
Jay, question for you.
Yes, Lourdes. What kind of question you got for me?
So, you said this teleporter was kind of turned off, right?
Mm-hmm.
It is dead.
Is it possible that people of a higher power, well, not a god, higher power in the city, know that there was a teleportation circle here now, which is why they shut it off, and there's a slight possibility they might come to investigate?
Okay, so
This was Gilmore's, to be fair.
what I was originally meaning is it was one that had not been originally found when the non-teleportation ward was put on the city.
Mm.
This one was still active because of it being Gilmore's and the place being abandoned.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody
Okay.
thought to look in a rundown abandoned building.
For something that powerful.
Exactly. So it was the only one left.
Okay. So
And
no
that
one
only
knows-
one left thing is player knowledge.
Okay.
So, say we wait till nightfall, so we at least have the advantage of the dark, and go from there.
We'll find a way.
Once we find something, we'll come back and get everybody.
I'm gonna have a talk. Before you leave, he looks at Letari. I can help you be a little stealthier, okay?
yeah.
Yeah, sure, why not?
It only lasts an hour, so I can cast it basically right before you're leaving. Those two protections last 8 hours.
Oh, that's right. Those
Okay.
aren't concentration.
Nope.
That's
They just-
wonderful. That is
We
very
left that
wonderful.
hours. And if you drop to 0, you instead drop to 1. If it's a death effect, it doesn't do damage. It just it ends the death ward and it has no effect on the person.
Good.
Nice.
Out of game comment to that. There's only one thing that can surpass that.
Hmm.
The soul is stolen before they can be revived by Death Ward?
Power word kill.
Ooh. That is instant
Really?
death, to be fair, 'cause it's
Because-
only if they drop to
because that-
0 for Death Ward.
Yeah, and that does
Ew.
not drop hit points.
Yeah, that's just an
That
immediate
just-
death.
That's just death.
Well, it
You
says
know,
if it doesn't drop their hit points, it just it cancels the effect. That's what it says.
Ah.
What level spell is that?
It's a 4th level.
Yeah.
I only have 2.
That is kind of OP to cancel out a 9th level spell.
It says if the spell is still in
Well,
effect
we
when the
need
target
it.
is subjected to an effect that would kill it instantaneously without dealing damage, the effect instead is negated against the target and the spell ends.
oh well, you know.
Yeah, it's,
We'll
I
take
mean,
it.
it's something that you can only do so many times unless you're like a really high level person. I know Aurora used the shit out of that.
You know.
I've literally tapped my 2 unless I use sorcerer points.
Yeah.
Fair.
But they're the only 2 going out, so at the moment.
Mhm. At the moment.
That's because he has 1 quick escape left, so he can't bring any more without risking leaving someone behind.
And since he gave him that knowledge, Null is going to kind of mumbling to himself. Well, no, he's going to try talking in his head. And Celestial try to contact Senator. That's what he would do. He's
Roll me a religion check
yeah.
with disadvantage.
I figured as much. Yeah, that's not gonna. Nope. That's the same number. That's a 9.
Welcome to win.
You go to reach out, and you try and push through the divine, and as your mind starts to drift towards that divine gate to try and reach, you see a mist form right in front of it, and you're forced back.
Hey, Lourdes, welcome back to Barovia.
I was gonna say fucking broken misty
I said I had
bullshit,
things
motherfucker.
bookmarked.
Yeah.
So,
I didn't say what.
fun fact: I can't contact Ray because there's a mist that blocks me.
Interesting.
I.
I'm gonna
Hmm.
kind of talk in my head as Modius. And I guess that's gonna need a religion check as well.
Yeah, with disadvantage.
Ooh,
Alright.
even blocking him. Oh shit.
Alright.
That's
technically-
solid.
He
Still
is
through the
technically, yeah.
divine gates.
Alright.
Yeah.
So first roll is a 16. Second roll is a 7, so it's gonna be a 6.
A little bit different vision for you because
I
although
see the
yes,
gates of hell.
yeah, because technically, although he is on the other side of the divine gates, he is in a different area as far as of that. So as your vision starts proceeding towards the 9th layer of hell, your mind is pushing towards that divine gate, and again the same mist that Null described appears and just forces you back.
I can't talk to Asmodeus either.
As far as I was aware, he never shut up in your head before.
Only one person can be reached here, and it's all thanks to your father.
Mm-hmm.
He pledged his soul, the Whispered One.
Oh, good.
And he is no god. He does not live behind the divine gates.
No, he's actually. Well, that's complicated, isn't it? That got real complicated.
Mm-hmm.
You guys get some rest.
Wait a
Not a
minute.
friend that we.
Is it dark out yet?
To be fair, it's always dark out.
Damn. Has it been an hour?
Now,
Okay, can you... Technically, he's attuned to his ring, then finally, fuck.
Yeah.
Because earlier I was like, you know, he probably would have broke that concentration doing all that.
Yeah.
So he would have had to restart.
That's why I didn't mention you had attuned to it.
Yeah, no, I had a feeling.
I'd say
Because I was like,
through all
that
the
didn't take.
conversation-
There's no way that was an hour worth of
Yeah.
time, and he had to stealth and all that, so he would have lost complete concentration on that.
Yeah, so I will say through all of this, as far as conversation and everything, it's been about an hour. So yeah, you've attuned to it.
Then do you want to go, Letari?
I will follow you whenever. This is kind of your plan, so I can lead through back ways, but that's about as good as I'm gonna get.
I guess he'll kind of go carefully up the stairs to the window and see if he can see, like, how clear the streets are.
I'm not going to make you roll perception because the streets are empty.
Okay. If we're gonna go, now's probably the best time.
Buffy, come here.
But
Yes, no.
Third level spell slot. Enhanced ability. 2 targets. Cast Grace. Events.
Hey.
You have the following benefits. You have advantage on dexterity checks, as well as you don't take damage from falling 20 feet or less if you're not incapacitated.
Good.
cool.
So in other words, if you're
Right,
unconscious
yes.
and you fall 20 feet, you're taking a nice bit of falling damage.
AKA
And you-
probably gonna die.
Well, no, you fail 1 death save.
Yeah.
Just 1.
You know?
This time.
Well, now you can jump off of 20-foot tall buildings and be fine.
So a
This is
small
helpful.
house.
Yes.
So out the look, pretty much out the window right now.
Yep.
All right,
It's fine.
I'm gonna go jump off the
Which
small
please
building.
don't.
I imagine that we need to stealth our way out.
Go ahead and roll me a stealth check, both of you.
Take care of you
With
too.
advantage because of enhanced ability.
He kind of waves on his way out. Thank God for advantage. That's
What is
much
my-
better than the 5 I rolled originally.
Oh. The lights came back on, everybody.
Hey!
Do you wanna take a break while you go back and set up real quick? And everybody can get
give me
water and
just,
everything?
Like,
I could
yeah,
use a
give
drink
me
too.
just a couple minutes.
Yeah,
Yes, please.
we'll be right back, Huffle.
We'll be right back, guys. Huffle actually has entrusted me with her character for the rest of the night because her internet went down.
Oh my goodness, everybody's just
Oh my
having all kinds of problems.
It has just been a weekend apparently for net issues.
About to say, can they still hear
Yeah.
us?
We'll be right
Stream?
back, guys. Yeah, they can still hear us at the moment.
Okay.
Aspire.
Okay.
Curse
Bye-bye.
Strike
Yes.
has taken over this campaign as well.
You know?
That's right, Fox. everybody is ready, we can go ahead and hop back into it. Also, I rolled all the perception checks to see if you guys would be noticed.
Good.
Only one thing rolled above Letari's stealth.
Oh.
Only one out of 21.
Oh, Jesus.
Look, man.
Legitimately,
So there-
none of the gargoyles
somewhere off in
rolled
the
above a
distance.
7. 7 was the highest.
To be fair, none of them really saw Letari.
No, but I'm carrying an apparatus on my back now. That looks very, very odd.
See, they may have been told to keep an eye out for anybody who does not look right.
Doesn't look like they
That's
belong.
racist.
You know
Welcome, pink tiefling.
Yikes.
I know what you mean. Does not look like a local.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
What was Letari's stealth?
9.
9!
Whammon.
With advantage.
I tried,
Yeah, with
okay?
advantage, by the way, with.
Well,
The highest I rolled was
with
a 4, and I've got a +5.
With the thing
Or is it a
I
plus-
rolled.
I'm sorry, no, it's a 10. I have a +6.
Okay. It still beat it,
Oh.
Yeah.
because it was a natural 15
Mm-hmm.
plus 2.
So about those
Because it
perception
is-
checks.
Yeah, so go ahead and roll me perception as well, Letari.
To see if
Perception, right.
we notice that they're because I got 19 was his roll that I sent Jay.
I think I still have only... Yeah, okay. Where's my other?
Just so you know, Jay, I'm also using 6 sorcery points to get my 4 back. Or
Okay.
one.
Oh.
That is again a 10.
Okay. I mean, they're not hard to see. It's a beggar.
A beggar?
I said there were beggars along the street.
Yeah.
One comes up to you.
Do you have any spare change?
Oh.
Any spare coin?
I... Oh, Letari's heartstrings, dang it. She's gonna pull out, like, 2 gold coins and put them in his hand.
Jeez.
Bless you, miss. Bless you.
And you
Not-
see him
not a
kind of. You see him kind of. I want to say waddle, but not exactly. He's frail.
Mm-hmm.
And you see him kind of retreat back into an alleyway. He's like, I'm not staying out here.
Fair.
He's also now set for like a month.
Yeah.
Right?
Look, man, that was
No.
Letari at one point.
To be fair, you hope.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want
We don't know the prices of the city.
Or what taxes are collected from the people.
Yep.
And what happens if they can't pay.
Well, we know that. We know what happens there. We've seen the bodies
Yeah.
walking on our metal phone.
You're actually not wrong. Anyways, so with the 10, you don't see this, though. Letari, I'm sorry.
Of course.
With the 19, you guys don't walk very far from the building you guys are in, where you see a grate. An angled grate next to one of the walkways.
Well, let's see if we can get in it.
Mm-hmm.
I say you guys are about 100 feet away from the building, by the way.
Okay.
Like, legitimately, you guys did not walk far. You walk maybe a quarter of the way to the town square.
Well, at least it's not far.
That is good.
I guess he'll carefully go check to see if he can even get it open or if it's like
Roll
locked
me
in
a
place.
I'm
Roll me
gonna
a strength
follow.
check.
A what?
Strength check.
Oh, goody. He's actually not bad at those. 17.
You go to pull it, and it does budge.
Oh. Alright. Oh. How do we get the others here quietly?
That is a very good question. Can I look around and see if I can find, like, the best path that's not going to cause as much trouble for the non-stealthy of us?
I will say without rolling perception, you look around and you see the streets aren't... There's nobody on the streets other than that one beggar who kind of peeks out but ducks back in and kind of bolts back into the alleyway. There's nobody else on the streets. And it is actually a straight shot walk from the building.
Okay.
We just have to be careful, that's all.
Alright. Well, let's head back and tell the others. Oh dear lord. Oh my.
Alright, you guys make your way back. Alright.
Yep. Nobody spotted us except the beggar. It's fine. Totally won't rat us out, right?
Totally fine.
Well, technically, you only spotted Letari. I was still in the shadows.
Or I will neither confirm nor deny if he will rat you guys out.
We
Null
love
suspects you
that.
But that's because it's null.
That is fair.
Okay.
Look, Letari felt bad. It's fine.
Null doesn't have trust issues. You have trust issues.
Everything's fine. Why would anything be a problem?
He's awesome.
Sneaky back in the building.
Alright. You guys get back to the building and sneak your way inside.
So
Letari kind of stumbles in.
Sorry, what?
I said Letari kind of stumbles in.
I'm gonna still hold that one thing that he was gonna do if for any reason he needs to do that to somebody. But that's fine.
That's fine. I'll keep that roll, that's fine.
Yeah. Yeah. That roll is what that is.
So how did it go?
Not too far, at least. You can get under the city.
Anyone get spotted?
Just some guy begging for money. Surprisingly, and he looks at Letari.
It's fine.
Shots fired.
He shouldn't bother us. I think I covered everything.
He might not bother us, but he might leak information.
Then we better go quickly.
This is fair.
Great.
Are we leaving now?
Unless you're comfortable here.
He kind of looks at Femni's condition to see if she can even walk with us, or
You
she
see her
needs
start to
be carried.
stand, and she stumbles a bit, but she's able to stand up.
I imagine Null's has like some breads, so that he's just been like.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
kind
Oh,
of
yeah.
trying to build her strength up this entire time.
I start to reach for my rations, then remember I'm a vampire and stop.
Fair.
You know,
If
right, rations. I should probably keep those around myself.
You have some.
we're
I do. Oh, right, Explorer's Pack. They're in
Yes.
there by default.
I was about to say you
Right.
have them.
I gave her some of his earlier, because it's
Yeah.
like 3 meals worth per pack.
Yeah.
we're gonna be leaving now, just in case, I'm gonna walk over to Femni and cast invisibility on her.
Alright.
Smart.
Well, yeah, that's the one I'd be looking for most, to be fair.
That way, if we're found, at least you can try and escape.
Well, looking for
Right,
one other. Looks at David.
Boy, what's that supposed to mean?
You are not the stealthiest person in the world.
Noted.
I can do it one more time before I have to go, like, rest a bit if we need it.
I can give up to 2 people what I gave those 2, but it'll drop it for those 2.
Should be saving our spells.
I'm fine.
It's just my second level spells is thought.
He's just staring at you. No.
He's fine. Technically, he's not missing other than the extra spell slots, he's not missing a spell slot at the moment.
So, as you guys are talking, Femni Invisible, are we going?
Yeah.
Seems so. A question beforehand. You just said this damn name.
Femni.
Femni. Question for
There
you,
you
Femni.
go.
How are your eyes in the dark?
Well, I'm an elf. I can see fairly well.
Alright, good. It means I only have to do one of these. You mind?
God, if David is flirting with the new
He just
female
shrugs.
character.
Yeah, yep, as
Yep.
per David tradition.
So it's fine.
Well, David is just gonna twin cast this whole dark vision-y thing since we're about to go into the dark.
Darkness for the humans. The poor humans who need the dark vision.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't want to talk about it. His perception's already shit, okay?
Imagine being a human.
Shut up.
I do love how we have the spell for that, though.
I know. And then we only have the 2 that have to worry about it, so it's perfect.
Exactly.
Alright, Valentine, okay, I guess we're good to go here.
So, I need stealth checks from all of you now.
Stalverk's gonna try to, like, take up the back to make sure everybody gets in.
Has the
sewers?
hour been taken up yet?
Oh,
I don't think so,
wait.
for the cat's
No,
grace.
it's not been an hour. No.
Okay.
You guys were barely gone like 20 minutes.
My fucking stealth's the same!
Oh, there we
I rolled a 16 and a 15!
Ooh, nice.
It's fucking
No,
23
I'm okay with
again!
this roll.
23!
Ooh, yeah, he's taking up the back.
You weren't worried about me sticking out.
There you
Like-
go. Alright, Raven,
I
what was
got a
yours?
15.
I imagine
15? Okay.
Latari's leading the way.
Yeah.
Alright.
Let's see.
Okay, that's not bad.
Alright, since Stalverk would have been taking up a bit of the rear,
It depends,
would
which
be
way are we
fine.
going? Which way is the
You guys
front?
are going left.
Left, okay.
No,
Other
Right.
left.
right. You guys are going right from where you guys exit, which would be this way.
No.
This is fine.
We know
we're
our left and our
we're
right.
professionals. We're well, to be fair, I have the camera angle that's my left.
Fair.
Yeah.
It's fine.
But just looking at this.
I meant to draw a door right
everything-
here, but I kind of just drew box instead.
Oh, I was gonna
What?
say, please tell me Raven isn't leading the way.
This is fine. We're just in a straight line. So, well, technically not, but that's just the marching order, I guess.
I'll move out of the straight line.
An exact straight line, but I just wanted to know who's
Yeah.
in the left.
Yeah.
It's a little bit easier as far as knowing order of things.
Visually pleasing.
Yeah, exactly. So you guys make your way there. I'm very glad you guys rolled high on your stealth.
Me too.
Mhm.
As you guys
Always.
are walking, you notice across the street from the slanted drain, you hear a loud crashing sound.
Oh dear.
Okay.
When you guys look, you see that big hulking figure
Mm.
has like obliterated a door. Has just kicked it in. The door is splintered.
FBI, open up.
It's a good thing we're moving now, man.
Yep.
Because now he's checking
Mhm.
buildings.
Concerned, don't you, Ted? It's fine.
So can we get to the grate, though, without him noticing?
Thankfully, his perception is a natural 1.
Ooh. Damn.
I legitimately rolled a natural 1.
This poor man.
Thank the dice gods.
And see, wait. Let me double check something here because I want to make sure I possibly got the modifier correct.
I'm sure it's fine.
Totes.
What the?
What the? What?
So,
Aspire, do you have like an echo tunnel on?
I don't think so.
Oh my.
And now it's not doing it.
okay, good
That
enough.
was so weird.
I don't know.
So,
You know, I also love how it only happens when there's a one-word thing. You have your own emphasis button. I use it.
Aspire became God for a second.
That has happened a couple of times, and I still don't know how.
So, you guys do make it to the thing, and people can start slipping in. There is a ladder that leads down, as far as from that grate. As who goes down first?
I will, so I can help people down.
Okay. So
Raven's gonna be the last person to go down.
Hey, I already said he was making sure everybody was in first, so I called that shit.
Raven's the second to last person.
Okay.
good.
This is fair, because I imagine this is going to take some time to get one person down at a time.
As you guys going down, we do get to where the only 2 people left up top are Raven and Stalverk.
Oh, goody. So they're next to each other. Cool.
Concern.
Raven, as you start to go down the ladder, both of you,
Mm-hmm.
and you guys down below might be able to hear it. I'm not going to have you roll perception for one big reason. You hear a loud scream from that house across the street, which is quickly cut short.
Hurry, 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 hurry.
Oh dear. I stop. Have I like gotten into the sewer, or am I about to?
You
like,
were.
climb down?
Your head was right at the edge, even with the ground.
I stop climbing.
Does the
and
thing
help
sound
my-
like it's coming out at all?
You still hear things being thrown around in the house. It seems it found somebody and just cut them down.
We need to
And
hurry.
you went back to throwing things around, moving things.
Raven, come on!
I'm gonna go start climbing again.
Ray was like, nope.
Just gonna
Just
keep
slides down the ladder. This time,
Yeah.
just, nope.
climbing. Yeah, no, forget climbing. I grab it by the side and I slide down the rest of the fucking ladder.
Make me a dexterity check
Dexterity check.
Oh,
Lit.
Jesus.
for when you get to the bottom of it.
I'm not
We are
concerned.
there to help Brace, to be fair.
Well,
But
I'm
you
a
guys
little
aren't
cons-
exactly expecting her to.
I'm a little concerned now. That was a natural 3, so 5.
You kind of stumble and you fall on your butt when you get to the bottom, but you don't take any fall damage.
Graceful.
Yeah, so since this thing sounds like it's still busy, he's gonna try climbing down without being noticed.
You're gonna try and
Listen.
climb down without being noticed.
Well, yeah, sure.
Do you try and pull the thing back over it?
Yeah, because he wouldn't want them to see that.
All right. Roll me a strength check.
Goody.
It is a slightly higher DC,
Because the
it's-
angle now, yeah.
It's the angle, and you're only doing it with one hand. Because you kind of have to hold on to that ladder.
Yeah, that's a 10. That didn't work as well the second time.
I'll say you would have been smart enough to leave it at an angle to where you could get a good good pull on it. So roll again.
Okay. That's even worse.
Okay.
That's a 5.
Oh dear.
Well,
If
you're able to
it's-
pull it slightly, and you cover it about halfway.
Mm-hmm.
As you get it into that place, you see the figure come out of the house.
That's me.
And that is a 28.
Ooh, so he does see me.
He sees the same flash of blue as you start descending the ladder. And you do see him look directly at the grate.
He's gonna kind of look down at the others.
Problem?
He's gonna
Starts
kind of
walking
do this.
towards the grate.
He's gonna kind of do this shushing motion.
Mhm.
Oh, he's gonna get in so much trouble for this shit. I see no. I see you, Fluffy.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
I'm question.
Yes.
So I have thaumaturgy. Can I cast thaumaturgy
I
to
don't
make
know
it
if
sound
I don't
to
know.
make it sound like
Does
from
she
the
know it's going towards him?
I will say you guys are underground, and it would be pretty easy to hear the thundering footsteps
Okay.
of this massive
So-
creature.
The house that he was just at, I'm gonna use thaumaturgy and make a sound of a super loud crashing sound.
Okay. Roll me deception.
Deception. You know what? I'm okay with that.
Is thaumaturgy
That is
a thing you
a-
have to see? Or just to know?
In this case, I'd say since she had seen it and it is within range.
Yeah, it doesn't say I have to have eyes on it. Also, that's a 25.
Okay.
Natural 17 deception.
You see it stop after you yourself hear this loud crashing noise, Stalverk. You see it stop, and it kind of turns its head to look back.
Okay. Fine, I'll slide down. But he already knows that we're going that way. That was his concern.
Mm-hmm.
And
But
he
I bought
didn't.
us a little bit of time.
Yeah, like 5 seconds, it's fine.
5 seconds might come in handy, alright? You're able to get down the ladder now.
You guys, you get to the bottom of the ladder. I'm assuming you guys start moving.
Yeah, no, he's gonna tell them to fucking run.
Mm-hmm.
He's
How
gonna.
big
He's.
of a tunnel is this?
The tunnel,
Yeah.
10 feet tall. 10 feet tall, 10 feet wide. But it is rounded, so it's,
Yeah, he's probably
But-
gonna stay there.
as you guys start running down a direction, the thundering footsteps continue heading towards the grate.
Behind us, I'm gonna make a look like a 5 foot, a 5 foot cube to kind of block more view of us. I'm using minor illusion to make a 5 foot cube of rubble. Just like something collapsed.
Like on the ground?
Mhm.
Okay. Well, as you do that, you guys hear a loud clanging sound as the grate. You can imagine the thing just stomped its foot down, and the grate just bends inward
This is fine.
and just falls straight down.
This is fine.
If you guys turn and look back, all you see is this massive meaty arm with a sword reaching down. It can't fit.
Yay.
The grate was just big enough for you guys to fit down through it.
No, looks at him. Stalverk and just smirks, kind of points at it. Go like this.
I wish
You
I had.
do that?
He face palms.
Well,
Yeah, I'm
moving,
guessing.
just going-
Yeah, they're just.
It doesn't have a high intelligence either, I will say. But its wisdom is off the charts. I'm sorry. It did not fall for your deception.
Fuck.
It rolled a
Well-
natural 19 plus 12.
Ooh.
You know what? Honestly, I'm okay with that because, like, I'm just happy I got the just like the minor distraction because
Fair.
otherwise we would have just started running by the time it broke through. So
Fair.
Well, no. He would have got its attention. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like my distraction was possibly a
Probably
bit
safe.
better.
He only saw one person, to be fair.
If Stalverk had jumped back out of there and started running,
Oh no,
Raven would not have let that happen.
he wouldn't have jumped back out. He would have dimension door nearby and tried to get the thing's attention.
Do you guys continue running down the sewer?
Yeah.
Sure.
Seems like a plan.
I use prestidigitation to make a nice smell around my nose.
Oh
Just
my
roll my
god.
I need all of you to make me perception checks as you're running down.
God.
7!
Well, this is quite the number. A number so impressive, I am better off not saying.
One.
Yeah, the dice, yes.
Okay.
So that's gonna be an 8 for me.
Okay.
This is fine.
Don't worry, I'm just in the back.
18
Making sure
for me.
nothing's following us.
Okay.
I'm leading the way.
You guys are running. You're running. You guys come to a turn. Give me 1 second.
Uh-oh.
That's not what I meant to hit there, phone.
Are you sure?
I'm very sure.
Okay. As long as you're sure.
Hi, very sure.
Don't do this.
As you guys are running, you come to a turn. You round the turn, and there's a woman standing there.
I have my pepper box out already.
As does she.
Oh, flip.
Black hair, gray streaks in her hair. Well dressed,
Oh, shit.
and a metallic right hand.
Dr. Ripley.
I was gonna say out of character. Is this Ripley? Alright.
This would be Ripley.
Ah, so you know of me.
Which fan?
Dr. Anna
Not
Ripley,
necessarily.
advisor to the ruler of Imperius, and the one who will bring you in.
I think
That is where we'll end the session tonight.
Damn
You
it.
fucking- I didn't even. No, I didn't even get to say my fucking comeback. I'm upset.
How dare.
Say it next week. Say it next week. Save it.
I'm not gonna remember.
Write it down. Write it down in your notes.
What the fuck you? I wanted to say it this session.
I'm also gonna write down my snap to come back.
Cool. I can probably come up with some very snide remarks, but I also think that they could very much get me killed, because they all involve Percy.
You know.
Well, that thing as well, that was pointed out to me.
Yeah, Huffle is disguised as Vesper, who is Percy and Vex's daughter.
Oh, that's fine.
So she bears a striking resemblance to that of Cassandra de Rollo.
Oh, I just realized something.
Uh-huh.
Mm,
Y'all might find out Raven's full name next week.
cool.
Depending on how things go.
Don't worry, I have a plan.
What's the plan?
Shock the fuck out of her from Storm Sphere.
Yeah, you know, I can help you with this plan. Double storm sphere.
So what I'm hearing is Fireball attack next session?
Yeah, so I'm hearing just mass barrage of magic. in tiny space? I'm sure that goes fine, right?
Letari's gonna go stand in the back with, like, bad news and just go, no, bang, and push her back.
I'm sure Jay will let us put where we are when we get back.
Oh, I will.
Listen,
Yeah.
all
I
I
will
gotta,
say. Go ahead first. You first.
I was gonna say, all I gotta do is place it 19 feet behind her, so that it doesn't affect us. It just affects her. Fireball is a 20-foot radius.
I thought it was a 30-foot radius.
It's 20 foot.
It's 20
Oh, okay.
I will say. Real quick, if we want to start. Well, first, welcome to what I've been planning the last few weeks.
Cool.
Bad Jay.
Bad Jay.
Trust me. You think this is the worst part?
Nope.
I mean, I'm sure it can get
I'll try
worse,
it.
but
Wait
I'm
to
gonna
see
say
what happens if you do get taken.
It's fine.
And with that, let's get to
It's
announcements.
fine.
Oliver,
I was
no.
gonna say-
Dead body.
I was gonna say, see,
That can be arranged.
see, what I've
Good luck with that.
out of character I've come to think is that if Raven gets taken, Ripley might torture Raven. I don't know if that's actually going to happen or not, but I'm scared that it might happen.
It's not gonna go well.
I
It's
don't
not gonna
want
go well
Raven-
for any of us.
I don't want Raven to be any more tormented as she has been.
Well,
It's fine.
Huff.
Jay,
Hey,
yes.
you
found-
said well,
found
and then
meat.
you didn't continue.
There you go, Fox.
I found a picture
That
for
is
him.
who you guys saw.
Hey.
I just realized something.
Hmm.
I cast a spell but didn't do my roll.
Oh,
So I did my roll for the hell of it, and that's a 2.
Oh.
well,
may
it's
have
a
to
bit
retroactively
late.
roll it.
Yeah, it's a bit late now.
Yeah.
You and your
Yeah.
wild magic. You need to remember your wild magic.
No, here's the thing. The DM tells you when to roll.
That is fair.
Unless I thought you rolled it at like every time after casting a.
Mm-mm.
After casting a first level or higher spell without Tides of Chaos, yes, they're
without
supposed
Tides of Chaos.
without Tides of Chaos. With Tides of Chaos, it is DM choice,
Or not they
which is
just going.
yeah, and that's just rolling on the table, not rolling the d20.
Yeah. You gotta remember that, boy.
Mhm.
Anyways, so if Fluffy would like to say what's happening tomorrow,
Repeat.
Wifra?
Withra. Which I did talk to the other DM because I remembered I was supposed to join their session.
that's true.
Oh, that's right.
He was nice enough to say that I can come in later, and so they'll do their first session without me.
Gotcha.
So he was very understanding and very nice about it.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, other DM. We appreciate you.
Yeah, right.
Yes,
Thank you.
we really,
Thank you
really
so
do,
much.
and I thank you so much for understanding.
I will say, what happens next week will require a map. So Monday, I will be streaming Dungeon Painter Studio.
Ooh, spoilers?
I mean, to be fair, it would be something you guys would have already seen.
This is fair.
Oh, cool.
It would have been what you guys saw running through the sewer. It's gonna be a fairly big map. We'll see.
It's fine.
Because sewers. But yeah, I will be doing that tomorrow with her. Anybody else have any announcements?
Other than I'll stream sometime tomorrow before the session.
Oh.
I'm trying to stream every day if I can, as much as possible.
Very fair.
I also have to work on commission sketches tonight. Ugh.
Mm.
You can do it.
Yay.
I would like to announce that I am dying, but it's fine.
Listen,
Well, technically, we all do just a day at a time.
so I don't know if his thing would come into play, but I'm pretty sure at this point it won't. But I do want to post what I did send Jay. Now,
Okay.
so what I had posted was this is what he was going to essentially do if there was a reason he couldn't use his dimension or yeah. So he was gonna basically hide Letari originally and try to get their attention.
Cool.
Ah.
Cool.
Yeah. Technically, he's still holding that for some reason. I wonder why.
Neat.
Fun fact.
It's fine.
It's essentially. I mean, he's holding it in a way that he'll take a hit if he needs to. It's fine.
Neat.
It's fine. I'm thinking if push comes to shove and someone's trying to draw them away, Null's gonna want to make sure they can either get away or stop him. And I don't think he's gonna be able to stop Stalverk.
More than likely, no.
So he might cast haste on Stalverk.
It's
It's a
fine.
30-foot radius, or he can do 60 feet away from him if he does a distance spell. So
Neat.
no one's gonna catch Stalverk at that speed.
Out of curiosity, can chat still hear us?
At the moment, yes.
Okay. I would like to say one thing. I have made several comments about what I have planned. Only half of them are true.
Oh my.
Cool.
This is fine.
You're lying
Next.
to us. How dare you?
Next week, what happens will depend on what you guys do with this encounter.
Well, you know we're gonna
Sweet.
fight. Like there's not a. It's just a matter of how long we fight.
See, that's the thing. I'm kind of hoping you do.
Oh, good.
So am I.
Hoping we do fight, would that be good for us or bad for us?
Stalverk will.
Depends on how you look at it. And I look at it as a good thing.
Would it be good for the story or bad
But-
for the story?
Yes.
What he said. But
Great answer.
bye, Chad.
Bye, guys.
Bye, Chad.
Bye, Shell. Bye, Blaze. Bye, everybody that came to hang out with us.
All the loves.
Me.